I'm Frank Del Vecchio. I live south of 5th. This is the historic Browns Hotel. It's been restored. It's Miami Beach's oldest. It's on the very edge of a historic residential district. However, it's been converted to a restaurant, a fine restaurant with 80 seats, serving a tiny 8-room hotel towards the back on the upper floor. On a busy night, it serves over 500 customers. Of course, they jam the streets with crowds and traffic. The only reason the restaurant has been licensed is because of an accessory use loophole in the city code, which is designed to authorize hotels to have small restaurants to serve their guests. This one is out of all proportion to the number of hotel rooms. Now, what we're seeing here can be repeated throughout this entire district, turning it into a nightlife zone, which we don't want.
I'm Judy Clayton, and as you can hear behind me, the sirens going off, all the cars, you're going to hear horns beeping, music playing, people screaming. Do you think these people can sleep and get any kind of sleep tonight? No. We'll all be up all night long. I'm an entertainer. I'm a singer and an actress. I'm in the entertainment business. We're not against entertainment. That's not what we're against. But I have to tell you, when this entertainment is over, at the end of the night, what happens is urinating, defecating right on our front steps, fornicating right up against the wall of our building where I've had to go out and literally break it up. I lose tenants day by day only because they have to get up and go to work. When this happened, all the landlords left. I think I'm probably the only one left. And I don't know how much longer I can hang in there either. And this is really bad, not only for the people, but for the whole community.
Hi, my name is Tricia Posner. I'm a journalist and columnist for Ocean Drive magazine. My husband is Gerald Posner, the author. We can basically live anywhere, but we chose to live south of 5th. When we came here, we fell in love with the neighborhood. We work at home, so we need the tranquility. We love the nightlife. We love the restaurants. As you can see, I'm standing in one of the hotels here now, the St. Augustine, where we come frequently on a Friday night for a drink, but we don't want to be living in the middle of it.
I'm Jennifer Russell, and I'm here with my family at the park. We live here south of 5th. My husband and I bought a house here in 1998 because we knew that it was a quiet residential neighborhood and we wanted to eventually raise a family here. And in fact, a lot of families have moved here now, and people are really putting down roots. We can walk to the beach, we walk to the playground and the neighborhood school. It's a wonderful neighborhood. And what we're worried about is if this becomes a nightlife destination, we could lose all that. Everything we value could totally change.
My name is Jen Hoxton. I'm an architect and professor of architecture at the University of Miami. I grew up in this district. It is a quiet residential area now threatened by a huge nightlife complex proposed for this site here in the heart of our district. With a capacity of 1,000 people using the inside and outside terraces for dining and drinking, it'll destroy totally the residential character of this district. Projects like this one are not hotels with accessory bars and restaurants. This is a nightlife complex with accessory hotel rooms.
This would destroy the district as we know it. So we're proposing to close the loophole by tying the number of restaurant seats at 1 to every 2 hotel units. Brown's Hotel, Prime 112 would not be affected. They'd be grandfathered in. This ordinance amendment would apply only to future development.
I'm Arthur Marcus, and I'm an architect here in South Beach. In the 1990s, we fought and saved this neighborhood, this unique residential neighborhood, as a historic district in order to preserve its human-scaled architecture and its unique quality of life down here. We never thought we'd have to fight again and preserve a district that was already designated, but it looks like we do. Too many bars and too many cars and too much late-night street activity totally undermine the unique nature of this district. We need to close the loophole and save the entire South Point community.
Hi, I'm Victor Diaz, a proud resident of the South of 5th neighborhood and a member of the city's land use boards for 12 years. Accessory uses have always been an important part of introducing economic viability into the restoration of historic hotels, even while maintaining the historic character of our historic district. But when the tail begins to wag the dog, when accessory uses begin to overwhelm the hotel uses to which they were intended to be accessory, it's time for regulation. We wanted accessory uses like the introduction of these wonderful sidewalk cafes and lobby restaurants and lobby bars to help provide a vehicle for the economic viability of the restoration of historic hotels. But accessory uses were not intended to become the primary uses of these buildings. We do not want South Beach to be about entertainment complexes. We want South Beach to be about the unique mix of historic character, historic architecture, and the kind of appropriate accessory uses that we have now in Miami Beach. But there is a need for regulation when abuse begins to occur. Do not let the tail wag the dog. Let's do something about this problem before it overwhelms the historic characters of our neighborhoods.
I'm Gerald Posner. I'm the president of the South of Fifth Neighborhood Association, a 1,000-person strong neighborhood group. It's residential zoning that has allowed this neighborhood, this quiet area, to stay as good as it is, this historic South Point area that we live in. As a matter of fact, it's also brought in tremendous commercial investment and been a buffer to the entertainment areas north on 5th Street. Abuse of the accessory loophole has really in many ways and will fundamentally alter and destroy the character of this neighborhood. It will reduce residential investment, it will bring down property values, and it will disturb the very tranquil nature between residents and tourists. I've spoken to many, many people who live here, and they overwhelmingly believe that the passage of this type of accessory use amendment, this fair zoning, the prohibitions and the use on bars and restaurants and hotels is absolutely necessary. As a matter of fact, it will even make developers of residential properties and developers of hotels have some type of predictability. It will even the playing field for those restaurants that currently play by the rules, and it will ultimately increase investment values. All of us know this is zoning reform that is right for businesses, it's right for the residents, and most of all, it's right for this neighborhood.